Hello and good morning. I wanted to show how we do malt. Some of you have been asking me how malt is made because of the video I did on Toba. Malt is chimera. The malt making process is a germination process. You need to be patient because this is not a thing you do in a day. So if you are intending to make malt, then you should set aside almost a week for that to happen. This is also a separation process. The ones that are floating on top, those ones can't germinate. So the viability of those ones is almost zero. We'll take them off. Yeah, like that. About 2 or 3 days for the maize to soak, to be completely soft, so that the germ, which is the one that germinates this part here, so that it gets enough water for it to germinate properly. So now that we've soaked here, this is about 5 kgs of maize grain. We'll leave it for the next 3 days, and then from there is when we'll start the germination process. So 4 days later, this is how the maize is looking. It has soaked up the water and it's puffed up. You can see that the germ looks like it's soaked up enough water that it's almost starting to germinate. So we are going to go into the next step. Now we're going to put this in a dark place in banana leaves, or you can put it in a sack if you have a sack, but we're going to use banana leaves and then wait for it to completely germinate because we are making malt. So this is 2 days after we had put it in here. So I told you that I'm going to put in masamba and hoshi damenewa. But look at the magic that happens, the transformation. So you see that the maize is germinating. That's what we want. That's the process of making malt. However, there are some that have not yet done that. See? So every day we sprinkle water on top. Timawaza amazi kuti chisaume. Nde mama uli wose timawaza amazi. Mona? Pasipa magic is happening. Yetu imene the process yopanga malt. Kantimaka this is the thing that germinates into the maize plant. So we will let it elongate a bit, maybe up to 5 centimeters. But before it starts to grow leaves, green, it means that all the sugar has been used to make the plant. Here we are converting all the whatever into sugars which we want to use into the in making the malt, in making the toba. Yeah. Okay. So amazi. This is my water. I'm going to sprinkle it. So I'll just put it here. Nanga sprinkling sima is it. That's what we do. Yeah. It's not that we are going to put the whole of it. Just a little. That's enough. And that corner there. We are just making sure that the moisture remains. For moisture ikachoka, ndeshimamba kuuma. We don't want that. We don't want it to dry out. So now we'll cover it with the banana leaves. Day 3 of making malt, helping the maize germinate. So we are going to uncover this and check what's going on. Yay! We have long shoots. Look. So the thing is that as it is growing, sometimes it can get moldy. And I know that the people that do aflatoxin studies would love to get into something like this. All right, so I think we are not going to do anymore. My light is not very good. Maybe let me try and get to a shade. Yeah, this is better. So there we are. Look at that growth. I can't believe yesterday the shoots were very small, but yet today we are almost at 5 centimeters. Look at this one. Look at this one. very very long. Ababande kuti ntchito yatani kodi ntchito yata. This is the end, because you can see some of them are getting vegetative. They are turning greenish. We don't want that, because it means that sugar is being depleted. Now the maize is preparing to grow as a full plant. We don't want to get there. So I'm going to dry this. That's our next step, drying. Yes. In a day or two, we'll be drinking Toba from this. And I can assure you, I can tell you that Toba using this red maize is very good, because the malt that comes from here is very, very sweet. Let me take it to the sun so that it can dry. If you have a sack, you can also put this in a sack, and we'll put it in a dark place. Going back to the dark place. So I've taken off all the leaves. I'm just going to let it aerate. So I'm not necessarily going to dry, as I said. I'm just going to aerate it. So I've removed all the leaves, and some of the ones that have not fully grown, like this one, it failed to grow. It's just as it was, as it went in. I think the germ, the germ was destroyed. Yes, so we are ready. This is how we make malt. It is skills like these that there are some women around the Chisapo market whose business is just to do this, because there are some people who don't have time, and then also don't have skill. So it's a skill that you can learn, and you can make money with it. It is many days later. Our malt is dry. It will look like that when it's dry. And so we are going to take it to the grinding mill to grind it, so that we can use it to make Toba. Chagaisa, Simena Jam. This is how it looks. Noneka chokuda ndithu. Pachachimanga chinali chofira. We used red maize. Let me taste it. It's very sweet. So now we are ready to make Toba.